So Matthew chapter 4, then Jesus was led by the Spirit up into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After he had fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, he felt hungry. And the tempter approached and said to him, "If you are a son of God, tell these stones to become loaves of bread." But he answered, "It is written, man must live not on bread alone, but on every word that comes from Jehovah's mouth." Isn't that a beautiful rebuttal? See, Jesus refused to trade his peace for material things, and in this case, bread, even though he was hungry. So serving Jehovah was more important to him than material things. See? And in the world, they have this thinking about, well, you need a certain amount of money to retire, and they're constantly focused on material things, not Jesus, see. Superior peace from Jehovah God. So it's only temporary anyway, the material benefits that people seek and pursue throughout their lives. Now, we can enjoy true contentment because Jehovah God's going to care for us. We know that. Many have personal experiences to prove that.
There are many people who can lecture on materialism, who can talk about the benefits of a frugal, simple lifestyle. But I would argue that Anthony Morris, indeed any of the governing body members, they're in no position to do so. And you may be wondering why I say that. Well, if Tibor is gracious, a thumbnail will appear to a sushi I did recently, the hypocrisy of Stephen Lett in denouncing materialism. It's something they love to do, the governing body members. They're the only ones who get to be wealthy. They're the only ones who get to not have to worry about money, who get to live a lavish lifestyle. In Stephen Lett's case, as I explain in the sushi, in the video, there's documented evidence of him going in halves on a $500,000 property with his brother. So in other words, $250,000 he had in his back pocket for real estate. This is a man who has literally signed a vow of poverty because Stephen Lett and Tony Morris and the rest of the governing body members are part of the Order of Full-Time Servants, whatever it's called, and they have to agree to a vow of poverty. But contained within the vow is special wording, effectively meaning that the order can decide whether a particular Bethelite can be exempt from certain provisions. So in other words, the governing body can give themselves permission to do whatever they want when it comes to money and investments. So Stephen Lett, $250,000 splashed down on an investment property. Anthony Morris, many of you will have seen my Bottlegate video, hundreds of thousands of views on that. Tony Morris, in case you didn't notice, was filmed buying a lot of very expensive whiskey. And he was doing so as part of a religious leadership that churns out videos encouraging children to part with their ice cream money for the organization. So Jehovah's Witness children have to do without ice cream. Rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses need to be mindful about the snare of materialism. But when it comes to the actual leaders themselves, the governing body, the likes of Anthony Morris and Stephen Lett, well, it's a whole different story.